I was so fortunate to attend the 4 days of Bhagavatham Katha here. It was my first time and the experience was mind-blowing for me. All the little stories and the knowledge behind it explained so simply, that was very close to my heart. I would definitely encourage everyone to connect to this. It brings us to the perspective of how tiny our problems are, and it broadens our horizons to so many different things that we can actually do through all the different stories of Krishna and all the avatars, and it's just so inspiring. So grab this opportunity to connect with it.
Hi, my name is Apurva and we just concluded Bhagavatham series today in Woodinville. I'm so grateful that I could be a part of this. So 2 things that stood out for me. One is how intentionally and meticulously and perfectly every moment is planned by the divine, even his own farewell. And then the second thing is, even in the final moments, even when like Krishna was in pain, he was thinking about what knowledge do I have to give away, how you can continue on the path, how you can still be in love, and how you can continue to merge into the divinity. Like even when he was himself in pain, in his final moments, he was still sharing this knowledge. So I think like divine is so compassionate and like creating this path for us to walk. And even being in America, so many miles away, having this opportunity to connect with this knowledge, and our speaker, she talked about all of this and in the most practical sense and so light. I did not grow up listening to all these stories, so a lot of stories were new for me, but they were just so simply narrated that I could just connect right away. And I am walking back with my heart full and feeling so much love, and also a sense of like how can I bring this knowledge to other people around me, because Gurudev says that when you share with others, you learn yourself much better.
Hi, my name is Piyush Gupta. We just concluded 3 days of Bhagavad Katha here in Woodinville. It was an amazing journey of 3 days where we learned so many stories about Krishna Leela, and how Krishna wants us to shape our life. My biggest takeaway throughout the 3 days was, the life is really simple. We don't have to carry our baggages. We can just drop them whenever we wish to, and just walk the path so lightly as walking on an air. There is such a liberation in letting go of baggages and things in life that we don't have to necessarily carry. And if we do that, life becomes really simple. It just remove so much clutter from the mind. So I'm looking forward to continue on the path, and I hope more folks can walk this journey and experience what we did.
Hello, I'm Akshay. I attended the Bhagavatham series with Usha Ma, and it was absolutely a fantastic experience. I have had multiple opportunities before when I felt like a calling to know more about Krishna and the Leelas of Krishna in various different forms, but this was the first time when I got a chance to sit down for 4 days and listen to the whole Leelas and how it came to form and how the divine grace works in its own ways. There were multiple angles and stories that were very mysterious to me, but the way Usha Ma explained them and made it so much relatable to the real life and what we go through on daily basis was very touching, and I got to know a lot of it, and it has also created a lot of mysteries for me to know more about Bhagavatham for sure. So I'm really looking forward to reading more about the whole Bhagavatham and the books that she has suggested to read as well. So I'm looking forward to that. 2 of the main things that were to be closer to the sattvic form and energy, and along with that, not letting the sattvic ego get to you. So I think these are the 2 things that I'm going to be focusing on moving forward, and that's what I've taken from the course. So I feel very grateful for this opportunity and for this organization to be able to get to experience that here. So thank you very much.
So this is the second time I'm attending Bhagavatham here in Woodinville with Usha Ma. The last time when it happened 2 years ago, I accidentally came in. I just came in because my mom was with me and I thought this might be a change for her. But then little did I know that by the end of it, I would fall so in love with it. And this time when it happened, like by the time I knew it's happening, I was like bubbling with joy. I was just like waiting for this, literally. And the beautiful part about this is that like we live in a world today where there's so many virtual sessions happening. People have a crazy work week. Life can get really dry very soon, right? And this is one experience where all of us get to be in like one room in person and listening to stories that happened like 5,000 plus years ago. And for such a story to be still relevant today in today's world, it is precious. Like the opportunity to just be able to sit and soak in devotion. Like you can feel it is so palpable, like in that crowd when we're all in one room. And Ushama, especially the way that she delivers it, she literally transports you to Dwaraka, Vrindavan. Like you feel like a gopi by the end of it, right? So that bhav, that emotion with which she narrates, like all of us can read the book, we can watch these stories online in videos, right? But the experience of sitting here and listening to it in person with Ushama is just surreal. And I would definitely encourage anybody to not miss this opportunity when it happens next time. So, thank you.
Hi, I'm Meenakshi Sundaram. This is my 4th time attending Bhagavatham, and Bhagavata Purana is incredible. It has something in it for everyone. If you're a scientist, you have cosmology, there is science, and if you're a person who loves stories, it's filled with amazing stories. So many twists and turns that you're seeing in today's cinemas, you will find all of this in these stories. And these stories are impregnated with wisdom. Every time I come, I always feel like I've learned something more about my life. That's why this is called living wisdom. This is present and ever new. It is right now happening within us. So palpable it is. And at the end of it all, you can really feel lumps of love because you feel so much devotion. And the unconditionality of the divinity, unconditional love that divine has for you. We are able to experience it in this place. And just by coming here, like how you go to a temple, you feel that Sanithyam. The same Sanithyam is generated here by just co-listening and just being in that presence. So if you ever get an opportunity for Bhagavatam, just take out time, carve out time and go for it.
Hi, my name is Roshan. I live here in Bothell. And this is my 2nd time listening to Bhagavatam. It was a great fortune for me to be here in the presence of all the devotees of Seattle and hearing the Bhagavatam firsthand from someone like Ushama, who is deeply seated in knowledge. And you know, you can actually read books, read about Bhagavatam and watch it on TV, but it's all about how it's delivered. And when it comes from a person who is deeply seated in knowledge, the essence behind the stories also come out. So that's what I felt. I took a lot of things away from the sessions. For me, of course, the stories of Krishna are great, but it is about the bhaktas and how their life is. Especially the stories about like Dhruva and Prahalada are very inspiring to me. So even if I can like walk the path with like 0.1% of what they have done, I think I would have done a lot in my life. And then I feel like there's a lot we go through in lives, and in these in our working environment, the mind actually is constantly chasing things, right? And when there is devotion, these stories actually instill devotion in us. And when there is devotion in the heart, all the things that we are chasing for, may it be like courage or the values that we are looking for, the talent we are looking for, they all come like they are drawn into us naturally. When there is devotion, there is no space for fear, which we are constantly trying to get rid of in our life. So Bhagavatam does that perfect. It's that perfect, I would say, scripture or knowledge that we all need to listen to, because devotion actually puts us in that perfect space and draws all those virtues and things that we are desiring for in life. So I would encourage everybody to listen to the Bhagavatam, and especially if somebody like Ushama is delivering it, take the opportunity, snatch the opportunity and drop everything else that you're doing and come listen to her. Thank you.
My name is Usha Sapuram and I am from Austin, Texas. and I've been a devotee of Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar and been a volunteer and teacher with the Art of Living Foundation for many years, and with Gurudev's blessings I've been doing the Bhagavata Katha for the last 6 years, and it has been such a beautiful journey. All the knowledge we listen, hear, listen and read in Bhagavad Gita, Kani, or Ashtavakra Gita, all those things are very beautiful, but Bhagavatam brings it to life, because same knowledge, which is sometimes becomes very intellectual, actually Vyasadeva, the writer of Bhagavad Gita, he puts it in very short stories. So even a child can understand. So it's open to children from 5 years to adults who are 85 years, and there is always so many lessons for us. These stories have characters who we can relate to. See, our mind many times is enveloped with these enemies like anger and jealousy and greed and things like that, which leads us to misery and sufferings, right? How do you get over all this? And Bhagavatam teaches that, and it says like if one can do a little bit of breathing, that is what helped me when I was in a lot of stress 25 years back. So I did the Sudarshan Kriya program with Art of Living, and then it helped me reset, stress had become less, so I was able to improve my relationships, and then the way I looked at people differently, like what can I do for others rather than what I can do for myself all the time, right? And then slowly as I kept doing the program, it led me to where I am now, where I'm sharing the katha, and like I said, Vyasadeva says spiritual practices is very important, and being with an guru bina gati nahi, meaning without a guru one cannot reach the divine. For everything we have a guru, right? Like you want like a guide, basically. You buy a car, you have a manual which teaches you. You want to hike, some guru is there, right? Hiking guru. Like that, if all these regular things in life you have a guru, you want a guru, then what about something so abstract, something so vast? You definitely need a guru to hold your hand. So all these things are the importance. The scripture Bhagavatam teaches you in such beautiful ways, simple ways, how to know yourself, how to be a better person, and what is the purpose of this human life. You can be doing so many things outside, but out of freedom, but what about the inner freedom? So what is that quest? What are we looking for? So that I think Bhagavatam I would say makes you inquire, self-inquiry about the real purpose of our existence. I would highly recommend you, wherever it is being conducted, please do go and listen, just few hours in 1 week, and what wealth you get out of it is priceless.
Hello. My name is Ram Sankaranarayanan. I live in Woodinville, the border of Bothell and Woodinville. We were very blessed to have the Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaha here in our residence. We had it over 5 sessions, attended by close to 200 people, net across all the 5 days. Very blessed and very happy.
My name is Mathura. I am a devotee of Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar and an instructor and volunteer of the Art of Living programs. And it's been a blessing and it's a joyful experience to organize. I'm speaking from the perspective of an organizer, like organize this Bhagavata Katha over 5 days, actually 4 days, 5 sessions with Usha Sapuramji, who has a huge gamut of experience both in Art of Living and in sharing the Bhagavata Katha. And I sincerely believe every person should get the experience of organizing the Bhagavata Katha. Because many people, it's said in the Bhagavata Katha that people who listen to it, become happy and they get all their wishes fulfilled, and they even get the highest. But going a little further, like as an organizer, it feels such blessings poured on the head when we organize, and I really love for everybody to get this joy of organizing the Bhagavata Katha. Yeah, and you can always reach out to me. My name is Mathura, and you can reach out to my email ID mathura.ramkumar@artofliving.org to know more details. If you want my phone number, please reach out to the Seattle Desi team. Thank you.